Hello, everyone. So, we have been talking about different story elements. So, story elements that we have been talking about are the characters, the setting, the problem, and the solution. So, remember, the characters are who the story is about, the setting is where the story takes place. The problem is something that goes wrong or something that needs to be fixed in the story. And then the solution is what happens to fix the problem. Okay, so let's think about that while we read our poster. So the poster is titled The Shoe Mix Up, right up there in pink, right up here. Right there. Oops, you can kind of see it. Okay, so now I'm going to read the poster, and as I read it, I want you to listen and think about some of these things in our story. So, Megan went to the shoe store with her dad. I would like pretty pink shoes, said Megan. I would like black shoes, said Megan's dad. The man got shoes for Megan and her dad. At home, Megan looked in her bag. She had black shoes. Megan's dad looked in his bag. He had pink shoes. Oops, they said, let's trade. Okay, so now that I have read us the poster, I want us to think about who the characters were that we read about. Where did this story happen? Where did it take place in our story? What was the problem of this story? And then what solution was there to the problem? So I want us to think. So we can think back after we've read the poster, after we've read the story now, we can think and talk about the story. And we can talk about it in a way where we don't have to say all of the words again. We can tell about the story again in fewer words, and we can summarize and kind of just explain the story by just thinking about what we read, and we can just talk about it. So I know that in this story that Megan and her dad were looking for some shoes. So that is just taking this whole story, and then I just condensed it, I summarized it into just a quick little sentence. So I want us to think about how we can do that in our stories where when something happens to you, sometimes you don't always say it the same, or you don't say it whatever happens, you don't say all of it. Sometimes you can just tell someone, oh, I did this. And you can say it in a shorter way, you can summarize it, and they'll still know what you did. So I want us to think about the story elements that were in this story, and then I want you to think about how when we summarized it, how we did that.